Good morning, everyone. It's all right. I've just got to adjust the thingamajigger. Hope everyone's had a good holiday.
It's all right. I've just got to adjust the thing.
I forgot to mute the YouTube channel. So, right. Hi, Carla. How are you? I know it's Thursday. It was Boxing Day, what we call Boxing Day here yesterday. I was going to go live and there was a little bit of a mix-up over the football. So the boys usually go to the match, but they ended up watching it because it was on telly. So that scuppered that. And I didn't feel like going live in the evening. So here I am. It's Thursday. Yes, I do keep forgetting what day it is. It was because Christmas Day fell on a Tuesday, and it sort of mixes you up as to what day it is. I'm not the only one, because Pixie kept saying, what day is it today? So I don't know whether anyone else is having the same problem, saying, what day is it today? But hey ho. Yes, Pixie's just put I Love the Island video, Carla. I thoroughly enjoyed it myself. I love the pictures, what you posted on Facebook, etc. So we've got the 4 viewers and only 2 chatting. I have got my coffee.
You could have stopped over Sheffield on the way back. Even though it's on a different country.
So yes, hopefully I'll be doing a vlog later on, the lemon drizzle revisited with the oranges and the lime. So I was going to do it yesterday, but what with all the mix up with the football and everything, I didn't get that done either. So that will be done later on. So and I actually got 2. Mr. P bought me 2 baking. I've got that one. He bought me that one, which is Mary Berry's Simple Cakes. And he also got me, let me just adjust that a little bit, because it in fact I can take that off. So that it's just like and that is that. The Great British Bake Off. Get baking for family and friends. So I've got 2. So in the new year, look out for some exciting vlogs, baking vlogs. So we're down to the 3 viewers.
I'm sharing.
Oh, Pixie says he's sharing. So yeah, so did you have a nice Christmas, Carla? We had a nice quiet one, just the 3 of us. And as you can see, we've took all the decorations down yesterday.
I've got my range extenders on.
He's got his headphones on, which is what I bought him for Christmas. So yes, he's quite in fact he loves them. The wireless, you know, he's gone in the kitchen to make coffee. He's listening in on the headphones. It's got a built-in microphone, Bluetooth, whatever. Yeah, same as I say, it was just the 3 of us. It were nice and relaxed. So
$24.99 from Amazon. Fully recommended.
Yeah, I'll just turn you around, just show everybody your new headphones. Look,
Cheers.
No wires, no nothing. So yes, it was nice and relaxed. I mean, like last year we went to Chris's sisters. It meant Pixie got to drive. He couldn't have a drink because he's one of these. He not even touch alcohol when he's driving anyway. So like last year, it meant he didn't even have a drink of wine with his Christmas dinner because he was driving. So it was nice to be at home, know we can have a drink, and know we ain't got to drive anyway. So yeah, he, you know, it were there were no rush to get up. You know, Christmas morning, there were no rush to, you know, get the turkey in the oven. It was sort of a case of we did it at his own pace. So yeah, and we made the decision to take all the decorations down yesterday. You get fed up of seeing them. I mean, they're lovely when they're up, but it's a case of you know, you get fed up of seeing them. So we made a decision to take them down yesterday. Callum's still in bed. So obviously, because I says to Chris, says, well, I'll see how many I get in. If I don't get a many in, I'll probably just go for an hour. Just, you know, to say I'm here, I'm okay. I did mention to a lot quicker taking them down than it is putting up with tears. It were like I sort of helped him put them when they were pouring them up, you know, but it were a case of, you know, and done. So if I'm a bit fidgety, I have started having a little bit of problem with my back again, so I am a little bit fidgety. So and yes, I did notice your comment earlier on in the chat, and yes, you was right. It's all right. We had a bit of controversy. Callum was telling Pixie yesterday, now the football don't start till 5:30. It's because it's on telly, blah, blah, blah. Chris went live. And people in the chat were saying, no, I've looked it up on the website. The kickoff's at 3 o'clock, and like this were about 2:40. And so basically, it's been a tradition of theirs every year for years and years and years that they go to the football on Boxing Day. But unfortunately, they didn't get there. I kept saying, put your shoes on, you know, it's only like a 10, 15-minute walk. I says, you'll get there in time. And Chris says, no, he says, it's going to be too much rushing about. You know, we're going to be late for the kickoff, etc., etc. And with it being on telly, so they sat down and watched it on the television. Yeah, it is first time you've missed actually going to the match in years. Even when we didn't live in this area, they still travelled to the match. You know, like when we lived in Nottinghamshire, you know, they went to the match. It's the first time in, I'd say about 6-7 years into it since you've actually missed the match. Actually going to the match on Boxing Day.
About 6-7 years.
Yes, yes, they did win. And the thing is referring to is there's two football teams in Sheffield. One is Sheffield United, and the other one
Don't say it.
and the other one is Sheffield
Wendy.
Yesterday. Yeah. So yes, but you know, they won 3-1, Sheffield United, and the others won as well. But sort of, same as I said, consolation is Sheffield United's up in the league and the other one's down in the league. What day is it? I am Mel. Yes. And I've just been explaining that because Christmas Day was on Tuesday. I get up every morning and I'm forgetting what day it is. It sort of puts you all in a tiz as to, you know. Hey, Moss 42. Hope you've had a nice Christmas, everyone. Yeah, Moz is in Australia and it's evening time there. So, I mean, there's another thing, you know. I mean, Australia's in front of us. So, all the more confusing. But it doesn't take a lot to confuse me, I'll admit, you know, I'll admit it. And then sort of Pixie's asking me what day it is, you know. But I keep saying today's the day where we're back to some normality. You know, it's the festive period's over. Quiet, wet. Quiet and wet. Are you still got the rain then, Moz? Is it still, or is it, you know, has the cyclone died down a little bit? And well, you see, the thing is, the reason why Pix is itching to go out with the drone is, I bought him. I mean, I just refer to it as a bit of plastic, but the proper name is parabolic extenders or something or other. But it's just like a piece of plastic that opens out. It's got like reflective stuff inside, and you know, when it goes out with the drone, it's like got 2 antennae.
Parabolicas or whatever you call them.
Yeah. Hi Darwin, how are you? Parabolic, what? They're called parabolic range extenders or something. I mean, it's a bit of a posh name for a bit of plastic with some reflective stuff inside. And supposedly, you put them over the antennae and it's supposed to extend the range. I mean, I don't know exactly how it works. Oh, the cyclone has moved on and it wet season. Yeah, it's all right. It's just fetched them over for me to show you. Now, basically, that's all it is. And you know why I refer to it as a bit of plastic with reflective stuff in. But it's his posh way. Well, anyway, the antenna, you've got 2 antennae on your drone, and that supposedly slips over it. And somehow it's supposed to extend the range. I mean, to me, it's a little bit of plastic. Yes, sort of. It is a demonstration. Get your thing out, baby. Well, not your thing, but baby, just get your handset thing out. We want a demonstration.
What?
Your handset drone. I'm getting all muddled up. Mrs. P with a tech review. Well, no, not really, because same as I says, Mel, to me, they're just a bit of plastic. You know, and when I asked him what he wanted for Christmas, and he told me I could do with a pair of headphones. The copper reflects the signal that would normally go backwards, forwards, enhancing the strength. Well, there you go. Darwin Droning's explained exactly what they do. But it same as I said, I asked him what he wanted for Christmas, It says, okay, the Tupperware review then. Well, anyway, so he said he wanted these headphones, so I looked on Amazon. I picked out the headphones that he's got on now, and he's chuffed to bits with them because they like the wireless, the Bluetooth. Well, I mean, Richard might let. So he's going to bring the handset over, and he says he's not sure which way they fit on. So, I mean, if you want to tell him which way they fit on, we've all got colds, Mel. Callum's got a cold. Mr. P's got a cold, and I thought I was getting over it, but it started to come back. I've got the sniffles. I keep sneezing, and that should be a range. Nothing like a range extender on you. Yeah. Well, you see, I don't know a lot about drones. Well, right. So do they go on that way, Richard, or do they go on the other way? So this is the handset for the drone. So that's his tablet when he's flying the drone, and this is sort of what I meant where they fit over. Yay! That's correct. So that's basically a demonstration of the bit of plastic. You know, I mean, that's basically what they do. Yeah. So that's the demonstration of exactly what the bit of plastic does. You know, I some as I say, when he asked me to buy him some for Christmas, I thought, when it arrived, I thought, it's a bit of plastic with some reflective stuff on it. But anyway, yeah, Mr. P. So as you can see, he's like got his neck strap on it as well. So is itching to take the drone out and see whether they actually work. So yeah, you know, do they work? That's the question. So anyway, but it's chucked to bits with his headphones because it's got a built-in microphone. He can walk about. I mean, like he's walking.
Darwin says it's a good sound quality because he listened to it.
Oh, you know, he's walking about with the headphones on now, the wireless. And when he's live streaming, it's got a built-in microphone, so it says he feels a bit of a wally sitting there with the headphones on, but the quality of the microphone is good, and for $24.99 you can't grumble.
But it's like if I go on Google Hangouts or like that, I can whack these on instead of microphone.
The P4 has a good range anyway, but it will improve the video feed for streaming. Oh, I heard that. Hiya, Witch on Wheels. How are you? Darwin says the P4 has a good range anyway, but it will improve
for streaming. Really?
Yeah, improve the feed for stream. You see, that's the problem that he's had. Sorry, I'm talking about droning, but that's the problem he's had when he's sort of done a Facebook Live or anything. It's been like he's been talking like a Dalek. So, I mean, you know, if it improves, you know, if it improves it, it improves it. So that's the problem that he's had at the moment. Is it's not very clever as regards live streaming while he's flying the drone. So I hope you've had a good Christmas, Witch on Wheels. And as the title suggests, I keep forgetting what day it is. Yes, I do know it's Thursday, but it's like every morning when I've got up, you know, I've said, what day is it today? I mean, I don't know whether anybody's the same or not, but, you know, it does tend to sort of muddle you as to what day it is.
Thursday.
Just, yeah, see, even Pixie's got it wrong. He just said it's Wednesday, isn't it? I said, no, it's Thursday. Well, he just said, no, it's Thursday, isn't it? Oh, there you go. Pixie says if it doesn't start to rain, it might go live via Facebook.
YouTube pants with Android, so I'll go on Facebook.
Oh. A lot of streaming from drone problems is the mobile network on your phone. So there you go. You see what network you on? EE.
That's EE for you.
Yeah. Lol, it was like every other day, not bad, just the same. Oh, you don't celebrate, yeah. We see how, I mean, we've got one or two friends that sort of don't actually celebrate Christmas, don't celebrate birthdays, you know. But you know, it happens once a year, you know what I mean?
It's cheaper for them if they don't celebrate it.
Well, that's it. I mean, it's the same as I say, it happens once a year. I mean,
I've turned it into a warlock that I've not celebrated.
But you see, I mean, I've got a friend that that don't celebrate Christmas, but that person's married and the partner does. Hiya, Ian. No, it's the day after Christmas. Why didn't you just simplify it, Ian, and say it's the day after Boxing Day? Because you see, here in the UK, because we don't celebrate Thanksgiving, the day after Christmas we class as Boxing Day. I mean, I don't know why it's called Boxing Day, but I mean, if Darwin Droning wants to look up the reason why we call it Boxing Day, I mean, I'd love to know. I retired and prepping. Good morning from Tennessee. Good morning to you, and have you had a good Christmas? What, we've had Boxing Day. Funny you should say that, Ian. I did watch the morning after the night before video, and all I can say is get that shed tidied. Ian did a video where he did the tour the morning after Easy Days' live stream. I'm not kidding you, there were bottles and things everywhere. Oh, so there you go. Mr. Google himself, Darwin Droning, has said it's when they used to give presents to the servants. So sort of a servant's Christmas Day sort of thing. He tidied the shed in someone's live stream. So yeah.
Somebody sparkles that he did it in.
Shauna.
No, I can't remember.
Yeah, sure. From Australian lady. But yeah, I sort of watched the one where he went in the shed the morning after Easy Days' Sunday evening stream, and well, let's just say it was a little bit of a mess. That's all I'm saying. Yeah, and the servants got a day off, went home and unboxed their presents. Unboxed, I think that means. So, hiya, Auntie, how are you? Thanks for coming in. Moss says, Boxing Day goes back a long way. The staff of the gentry would work on Christmas. The employers would then allow the staff to visit their families the day after and give them gifts. Well, thank you for the explanation, Darwin Droning and Moss 42. Same as I say, I didn't, you know, I didn't know the meaning of Boxing Day or why we celebrated it. Ian says he thought he was just on Hangouts chat. I didn't know it was a live stream. Oh dear. Well, obviously, Ian was still hungover. A Christmas box in Britain is a name for a Christmas present. Boxing Day was traditionally a day off for servants and the day when they received a Christmas box from the master. So there you go. Thank you very much, Moz and Darwin, for explaining that. Some as I say, I didn't, I've sort of never researched it, and all I know is we have Christmas Day and then we have Boxing Day after. So, as I was explaining before, traditionally, and for years now, Pixie and Callum have both gone to the football on Boxing Day. Hi, Flying Monkey. Yes, we had a quiet one, just the three of us. So, it's a good job you're over there, Pixie. That's all I'm saying. I thought I meant you struggled like hell to get all the boxes in the recycle bin. Moz is saying there is another reason tradesmen would collect gifts the day after Christmas for services rendered, e.g. dustbin men. There you go. So we see on Christmas Day there are only like me, Pixie and Callum. So we had, quite a relaxed one, just the three of us. What are you doing? He tried to stop you squeak.
I've just put some WD-40
that's what I'm saying. I heard a psst, and then you sort of like rocking backwards and forwards. No, it hasn't solved the squeaky problem. Well, I'm glad it's all over. But yeah. So going back to the story, it's been a tradition of Chris's and Callum's to go to the football on Boxing Day. So anyway, Callum had said in the morning it was a 5:30 kickoff because it was on television on Sky Sports. So anyway, Chris went live about 2:30. And somebody said to him, you're pushing it to get to the match because it was like 2:40 by then. So he says, it's not till 5:30. And there were one or two saying, no, it kickoffs at 3 o'clock. So I looked it up on the telly. It said 3 o'clock. Chris looked on the website. It said 3 o'clock. So they sort of, Chris is saying, I was saying, well, shut the live stream down, get your shoes on, get off down there. But it's like a 10, 15 minute walk. And he says, no, we're going to be late. It's on telly. So anyway, they ended up watching it on the television. Hiya, Crimson. So, yeah. But they redeemed themselves because they won anyway. So yeah. So it was first time in, same as I said, about 7 or 8 years, might be even longer, that they haven't actually gone to the football on Boxing Day. Oh, I thought Boxing Day was when you thought, so I told the boxes and Christmas wrapping paper, getting rid of all the boxes, like take out. Well, yeah. I mean, I suppose there's like alternate meanings to it. You know what I mean? You boxed up all the stuff you were returning to the store. Some as I say, I've never researched it. And that's why I asked, why do we call it Boxing Day? Because I genuinely didn't know. that is true what Pixie said, because he's just put Jeanette thought she wasn't going to get many people in today. Same as I said, it's the day after Boxing Day. I don't normally go live on a Thursday, but the fact that I didn't go live yesterday, you know, I didn't expect a lot of people coming in, but I've got the 15 people in, and excuse me, I'm going to have to blow my nose. So, you know, it's... do excuse me, Sam, as I say, we're all full of cold, so you'll have to excuse me blowing. Hiya, Super New, how are you? Well, it's better to blow it than have a little dribble on my nose. So Ian says that's where he's got his cold from. It's from kissing Pixie. Yeah. Well, Callum and Pixie are blaming me because I started with a cold, but it's like a revolving door in our house. When one gets it, everybody else gets it. So I had a cold a few weeks back, and now it's come back again because, as I say, it's like a revolving door or a circle. You know, one gets shut off, it next person gets it, and so forth and so forth. It's like, you know, keeps going round. Boxing Days when you fight with the bathroom scales, and after Christmas feast about reading you're getting. I had that problem, but yeah, it's like a never-ending circle in our house. You know, one gets it, and then they pass it on to the next, and they pass it on to the next, and then it comes back to the person that started it in the first place. My whiskey hot toddy ain't working. Well, I don't like whiskey, so you know, it's what do I drink then to get shut of mine? Because I don't like whiskey. I don't really like any spirits. I mean, like Pixie always has a bottle of vodka at Christmas, and I have a bottle of Taboo, which is like a vodka mixed with tropical. Hi Marie, how are you? It's Taboo is like, it's like a bottle of, well, it's vodka, tropical fruits, and peach and something else, and it's unopened. So yeah, I mean, Chris's sort of vodka bottle is about half empty, so I'll just you know, that just, you know, he's opened his, but mine's still unopened. So he says, blimey, that vodka. Well, there's a funny story to that. I mean, when we did the Christmas Eve, were it Christmas Eve or were it the day before? Anyway, he says, I'm just going to get a vodka. So he came back with this like little tumbler, about that big. So we sat down and try warm rum and milk. And he says, after 3 or 4, you don't care. Well, anyway, going back, he got this little tumbler and he came back in and he says, nah, I don't know whether I fancy vodka and orange or vodka and Coke. So why has Marie lost a wrench?
No.
So going back to the story anyway, he came in and sat down and proceeded to drink it. Can I leave the milk out or replace the Baileys? And he sat. And we were going, oh. He says it's making me tongue tingle. And I went, well, you do realise, I says, it's triple distilled vodka. And he went, that's why. He says, I think I've put a tad too much vodka in it and not enough Coke in it. Hi, Mark, please. How are you? I hope everyone's had a good Christmas. But yeah, so he had another one last night, but he'd learned the mistake first time. He's just put like that much vodka in it and that much Coke, you know, and it weren't so bad. So it's all about the, you know, proportions, I think. I says to him last night, I said, because you've sort of only got a little bit of vodka in it. He says, well, it's not so bad. He says, because like the Coke had watered it down. So yeah, so it went so bad because, you know, the proportions of the vodka to the Coke. Well, you see, the Baileys, I mean, Baileys is like how can I explain it? It's whiskey, and it's like a creamy. I can't explain it. I mean, somebody explained Baileys. But I don't like it because it's too sweet. I mean, my mum used to love Baileys, you know, but to me, it's too sweet. But I don't like whiskey anyway, and I think that's why, you know, a lot of people like it because it's
like drinking wee-wee.
It's a mix of whiskey and I don't know what else is in it, but it's like a creamy Baileys shot over bananas. Ugh. You see, because it's got whiskey in it, I don't like it. Plus, I don't like anything too sweet. And to me, Baileys is very sweet. So, you know, it's a case of anything that's on the sweet side. I mean, I will admit I do like a little bit of brandy and lemonade, brandy, you know, but it's not very often I have that. Did Crimson want an invite up onto the panel? You know, I'm sat here waffling away to myself, but some as I say, I'm not into the spirits. Well, the spirits as in the drink spirits. You know, I'd prefer a beer. I've got, same as I say, I've got a bottle of taboo, but it's unopened. I haven't had any yet. But I tend to have that taboo with a lemonade. I'm a lightweight, I'll admit it. But yeah, Pixie did a live stream on Christmas Eve. We were sat here together and I did have a few beers. No, you're not. You've got your vodka. But I tell you something, you know, when his vodka's gone and I've still got my to be able to say, are you sharing it? We'll share it. Even though he's drunk all his vodka, he'll expect to share mine. But I mean, it's not to everybody's taste, but he no, I wasn't. He was saying I were, you know, inebriated. Yes, I were a little bit tipsy, but I don't. How many did I have? About 4, 5. I don't know. I lost count. But yeah. I mean, Pixie likens it to pop, really. So you know, it's a case of yeah, I'm saying, Marie, you know, we can have a laugh, we can have a joke. You don't have to be you know, You don't have to be drunk to have a good time. And I've always said that sober, you can still have as good a time. But everyone that knows me knows that I don't drink very often. Pixie often has a bevy at the weekends or occasionally, and but I'm just not bothered. It was only because it was Christmas. Thought, what the heck? We'd gone out for the dinner dance on Friday evening, and I had a few that night as well. So it's Christmas. It's only once a year. The bottle of taboo in the kitchen is still unopened. It'd probably be in the fridge for quite a while. I might have one New Year's Eve. I don't know. See, great minds think alike. Pixies put wait till New Year's Eve. We see, hopefully, like last New Year's Eve, Pixie started off on his channel. It went for an hour and a half, and then we went on to, I think it Regal VPs, and we let the new year in over on Eagle VP's channel. The same as it, we were talking, and he says, well, I don't want to do the later one this year, so so we've got sort of get together on hangouts. I mean, like last year, Darwin Droning were there, Crimson Fantasy were there, Random Life Productions, Eagle VP. It were a really, really good night last New Year's Eve, and we said, I mean, when all said and done, Pixie, I mean, I could start the early one on my channel, and then we'll sort of, we said we're going to have to do a private hangout because we've got Dennis McCullum and Emma, they want to join in this New Year's Eve. But, I mean, when all said and done, I could start it off in the early evening, and then sort of go on to Pixie's channel. Moz has put Pixie with your range extenders. Oh dear. But yeah, I mean, I don't mind starting it off in the early evening. Then we've got to come to some arrangement who's doing what, and Crimson, like last year, did, because he's in Canada, he celebrated the new year with us, and then obviously they're like 6 hours behind us. So yeah, we've got to work out who's doing what and when and wherefore, but the one that we did last year were really, really good. We all had a laugh. We all we did the panel thing, everybody coming up on the panel, and it's about sort of getting together as a community, having a laugh, having a joke, what I mean? That's what it's all about. And I'm losing my voice. I'm sure Pixie will be going, yay, because I'm losing my voice. Well, I did have about 15 in. It's gone down to 8 now. Obviously, I'm boring the crap out of people. Okay, then, Moz. Obviously, I might see you before the new year. So, yeah, I mean, we did it last year. We really had a good, a really good laugh. Same as I say, and that they started off on somebody's channel and then went, what I mean? It were like the community spirit, and we actually sort of sat there letting in the new year as a community, So, hiya, good cell life. How are you? I'm sorry about my voice is going. You know, we are full of cold, so I'll just apologise in advance if my voice sounds a little bit croaky. Mr. P's just put me a coffee on to lubricate the old vocal cords. I hope everyone's had a good Christmas. And as the title suggests, I do keep forgetting what day it is. I keep having to remind myself, yes, it's Thursday. Pixie keeps saying to me, like yesterday, what day is it today? It does a little bit. It does occasionally buy a lotto ticket, and it's like, you've got the lotto on a Wednesday, you've got the Euro Millions on a Tuesday, and he keeps saying, what day is it? I bought some lotto for, you know, when he'd forgot that he'd bought them, and, you know, and it muddles your brain as to what day it is when Christmas Day falls in the week. So yeah, it's been a quiet one for us. Just us three at home. No. Do you think I'd be sat here if we'd won the lotto? I'd be sunning myself somewhere nice and warm. That's it, Marie. You know, it's a case of it. We just had a quiet one, just us three. It were lovely to, you know, not be under any pressure to get up at a certain time, and you know, having to travel to relatives, and Pixie's not being able to have a drink, and, you know, he could have some wine with his Christmas dinner, and, you know, a few beers in the afternoon, as you do when it's Christmas Day. You know, we all sat around the table. We all enjoyed his Christmas lunch. You know, and I'm a stickler, like, as soon as we'd done his lunch, I washed the pot. So that was, you know, that was sort of that out of the way. I washed all the pots. And it was just a case of sitting and relaxing for the rest of the day. But you see, the thing is, I mean, even when Callum was sort of about 10, 11, we used to let him have like a little glass of wine, not a full glass. So because he turned 16 this year, we says, well, we'll push the boat out and we'll let him have a full glass. So I got the like champagne flute things out, and we all had a glass of wine with his dinner. So I'm not a wine drinker, so I just had the one glass with my Christmas dinner. So there was some still left in, and Chris said to Callum, he says, do you want another glass, Callum? So Callum says, yeah, I'll have another. He says, I like this. He says, I'll have another glass. So he was wanting to go on his Xbox, so he just sat there and went, and he more or less, you know, straight down in one. Like Callum, and Chris says to him, Callum, I know you want to go on your Xbox and everything. He says, but don't drink it like that. He says,
yeah. What did he?
Yeah. He says it's wine when all said and done. You know, 2 glasses of wine. He says, and you'll be legless, because he don't drink. Same as I say, he's 16, but he doesn't drink. And the fact that, I mean, we were laughing at him because he sort of just went like that and drunk it back in one. And he says, I know, but it's like pop. He says, that's how you get drunk, Callum. He says, thinking it's like pop, and thinking you can guzzle it. You know what I mean? But they're okay. I mean, he's a big lad, so, you know, but we just had to laugh at this second glass that, you know, I mean, where they're sort of being all posh and everything with his dinner, just like sipping it, you know, with his Christmas dinner. And Callum just but we did have a laugh at him, didn't we? Harry just down that second glass. Same as we've said, you know, the fact that we'd let him have a full glass, you know, and then in fact he actually drunk more than me because I only had the one glass. And Pixie had said to me, he says, "Do you want to top up?" I said, "No, I'm all right with this one, thank you." You know, I'm not a wine drinker, I'm not a spirits drinker, but safe to say that, you know, I mean, you know, safe to say that the bottle of wine was drunk, let's just say, between them two. I only had the one glass and that was it. I'm not, you know, I'm not a wine drinker myself, so. But, I mean, it helped the fact that he is a big lad. So, I mean, I think if it had been a lightweight, probably would have been pissed. Let's just say. So, Bella's still at her daughter's. So, she's had her hands full, let's just say. We have been talking to one another via Messenger and, you know, FaceTiming, calling, but it's like they are too well, not little, but they are. She says they got her up at 5 a.m. on Christmas morning, and same as I said. I mean, Callum hadn't been too bad. I mean, even when he was younger, I think the earliest he's ever got up is 7 a.m. So it's never been too bad as regards. But Callum, he likes his sleep. So, you know, he's never really got up early. But you see, Pixie just says he can't wait till he's 18 till he
Squeak's gone.
Take it. Hey?
Squeak's gone.
Oh, are you rectified your squeaky chair?
I have.
Take him for his first pint. But, I mean, I'll admit, I drank before I was 18. You know, my first, you know, when I went out drinking, I were about Callum's age. But Callum's not interested in it. I am Molly, how are you? Callum's not interested in beer, and as soon as sit up in his bedroom playing on his Xbox. You know, it's a fact that other teenagers his age are out, you know, experimenting with beer and probably other things. I don't know, but Hiya, Ruby. She says this is Thursday. Was you only on Monday? Well, you see, the thing is, Ruby, I went live Monday, and obviously I was going to go live yesterday, but there was a little bit of mix-up because the boys usually go to football on Boxing Day, but there was a bit of a mix-up. So they actually go to the match on Boxing Day, but because of the mix-up, they had to. It was on the television, so they ended up having to. Can you choke quietly in the corner, please?
I'm trying to.
Hiya, White Rose. Yes, it is Thursday. So there was a bit of mix-up as regards the football. White Rose knows what we're on about, so they ended up watching it on the television. So that scuppered my plans as regards going live, because I couldn't go live while they were watching the football on the telly. So I says to Pixie,
yes, White Rose, I was right.
Yes, Pixie was right. It did start at 3 o'clock.
be too much swearing involved.
So anyway, Pixie said to me, well, why don't you go live in the evening? And as you know, when it gets to evening time, all I wanted to do was put my feet up, lay on the sofa, watch some television, have a nap, blah, blah, blah. So I couldn't be bothered. So I'd said to him, right, I'll do Thursday instead. So, so that's the story behind that. So Pixie was a little bit miffed that they actually missed the football, actually going to the match. Ruby says, can you choke yourself a little quieter? I've already told him, Ruby, I says, can you choke a little bit quieter? And it's 11:10 here in the UK and Callum is still in bed. So so he's still in bed at the moment. His clothes, I've got his clothes all ready and everything behind me, and so yeah, he's still in bed. But same as we've said, it's the holidays. We'll let him have a sleep in. So now my nose is itching.
What's White Rose's real name? Is it Thomas?
Yeah.
Oh, I can't keep on calling him White Rose.
So it's all right, Pixie. We're just asking. Yeah, and same as I was saying earlier on, it's like a revolving door. Cacho, hiya, how are you? I'm a little bit fidgety because my back's starting to. You still keep calling me vlogs. Yeah, White Rose Adventures. You see, once I'm used to something, it's hard to sort of, if somebody changes the name, I still see them as the name that they had before, if you know what I mean. So I am a very, like, you know, if it's same as I say, there's a lady that comes in and her name was Raven Rain Books, and she's changed the name. She's still using the same picture, and she came in and I sort of checked the channel out and asked her, was it Raven Rain Books? And she says, yeah. So I get a little confused, and it sort of takes a little while to sink in. Good Pixie, want to see you if you too. Whatever that means.
I think that means for when I do the Trove Live.
Oh, yeah. You see what it is, Ruby. For Christmas, I bought him this bit of plastic. It's called a parabolic range extender or something. But it's a bit of plastic. It's all right. We had a demonstration earlier on how it works and what it's supposed to do and how it fits on the drone controller and whatnot. So we did do a demonstration earlier on. But to me, it's still a bit of plastic.
Does this mean I've got to get the extenders out again?
No. So,
every 2 minutes.
So yes, I'm eating English breakfast, eggs, toast, tomatoes. Oh, you don't want any black pudding, Ruby.
Oh, Marie says, yes, Pixie.
Well, you says that everyone had a good Christmas.
No black pudding, it's spoiled.
No, she's forgot the bacon. You got the bacon? Bacon, eggs. Oh, fried bread. Yeah. eggs, toast. Oh, she's got toast, but we have fried bread and mushrooms and tomatoes, beans, bacon. Yeah, I mean, that's sort of what we class as an English breakfast. Bacon, eggs, sausages. So right, Pixie's just yes, bacon. What about beans? Well, baked beans. Like on an English breakfast, we have baked beans, chopped tomatoes, bacon, sausage, egg, mushrooms, and fried bread. But you're having toast instead.
Oh,
morning. So here we go. This is what he had for Christmas. This bit of plastic, and it as you can see, it fits over the what do you call them? So it's supposed to extend the range, and that sort of his controller. That's his tablet thing. Yeah. So the range extenders fits over the antennae, and it's supposed to extend the range. Obviously, what are you looking for? It's here, and don't have it on too loud. So so yeah. So that's the second demonstration. As to so he asked for that for Christmas, plus the headphones that he's wearing. It's all right. I'm just Callum's just put the television on, so I were just checking that he's turning the volume down. I don't want copyright strike as regards the because he likes his wrestling, and he always records the wrestling. So so yes. So I mean, like Christmas morning, we had some toast with pate on it. We was going to have it as a starter before his Christmas lunch, but I said to Pixie, well, if we have a starter and then it's dinner, I'm not going to eat everything. So we just had yeah, sweetheart, do you want to? Yeah, I've shown everyone. I've got my penguin mug. Bella's watching. So yeah, pate, what kind? Send me the leftovers. We don't like the crunchy pate. We just like the smooth one. So when we'd gone out to the dinner dance on Friday evening, Pixie had pate as a starter. So on Saturday, he says, do you know something? He says, I think I might nip to the shop and get some pate. He says, and can either have it as a starter before his Christmas lunch, or we can sort of like have it for breakfast. So I said, same as I said, if we have a starter, it's Christmas lunch, I wouldn't eat, if we had pate before his Christmas lunch, I wouldn't eat it. It is spoiled like my Christmas lunch. So we decided to have it like breakfast time and miss the starter out, and we just went straight to the Christmas dinner. I think it was Brussels pate. I don't know. I'm not sure. Can you have a look while you're in there? What sort of pate was it? I think it was Brussels pate. I'm not sure. Pixie bought it, so I'm not sure exactly what it was. Hey?
Hello.
One that you eat, he says. But I think it was just Brussels pate. Same as I say, we don't like the crunchy pate. We just like the, you know, the smooth one. So,
yeah, Brussels.
Oh, yeah. As you heard that, he says it was the Brussels pate. I don't know the difference. It's pate and whatever. Oh, Gordon Bennett. Are you putting eating on? It's all right. Mr. P's just putting the eating on a little while and he's walking about with his headphones on, which is... Yeah, I've just said you just put eating on. He just says, love pate, going to do something for New Year's, Tar Pixie. Well, we're hoping, as I was saying earlier on, Ruby, we do like a live stream, but we, you know, someone starts off and then we, you know, go for an hour or an hour and a half and then go over to somebody else's channel and all the way through the night, you know, till we, you know, till we bring in the new year. But we keep saying that we're going to have to sort of get together with, you know, people that are, you know, doing it on their channels, like Eagle VP. He said he didn't want to do the like late one. So we're going to have to get together on a private hangouts and say, well, I'll go from, I don't mind doing like the early evening one, you know, let's say 7 p.m. our time for about an hour and a half, I don't know. And then sort of Pixie or Eagle VP, DIY and Bob Howe. It's the day after yesterday. Welcome to the live stream, and I hope you've had a good Christmas. Yes, and Pixie says he's hoping to go live with the drone later on to test out his parabolic extenders or whatever they called them. That's the posh word for it. So yeah. So it's just a case now of you know, sort of sorting out between ourselves who's going at what time, and you know, yeah, we will do. I mean, Pixie will probably advertise it beforehand. It's a case of us getting together and saying, well, I might go from 7 till 8:30 and then go on to Eagle VP's 8:30 till 10:30 or whatever, and then Pixie will take over and we'll actually see the new year in on Pixie's channel. But we've just sort of got to, you know, say who's going live at what time. I mean, we did it last year and we really had a laugh. You know, it was like the community spirit where we all had a laugh. You know, it were each individual's you know, channel, and once we've worked something out, I mean, Pixie will probably post in the group, you know, it starts at 7 p.m. on you know, it's just a case of working out who's doing what. And one of the kids got me a heated coat because Bob's a little bit too much information there. So yeah, so that should be good. I mean, like, you know, going on each other's channel, we sort of said earlier on in the year that we were going to do a theme as you know, as regards you know, fancy, we were going to do fancy dress. And hiya Alan, how are you? But nothing's been worked out yet. He's retracted it. Thank you for that, DIY Bob. Same as I say, I mean, it is a daytime stream and we are a family-friendly channel. I didn't read it out for obvious reasons. So yeah, only thing I ask is you be polite, you be respectful, and keep it clean. So we have got a, well, I've got a Facebook page, and it's called Jeanette's Community YouTube Place. You're welcome to ask to join. It is a closed group. I post 3 questions. I do ask politely for you to answer those questions. We have had a few problems as regards that. You do have to ask for permission, and somebody accepts you. Answer the questions. That is the link to the Facebook group. You know, it's there to promote your channel, to promote your videos. We did have a little bit of a problem where, well, we've had a gentleman asked to join the group, thinking it was a dating site, and proceeded to message the ladies. I was getting messages from ladies saying, well, this guy's messaged me. I did actually get a few messages myself. And on my Facebook profile, it does clearly state that I'm married. So hence the reason why, one, it's a closed group. It's visible. But in order to join it, I asked 3 questions, and you've got to be approved by the admin, which is myself and Pixie, which is obviously my husband. And we do, yeah, no drama. It's a place where you can advertise or post your YouTube videos, you know, gain active supporters, get your watch time, etc. Yeah, and we do a weekly thread where Ruby says she never got a message. Sorry about that, Ruby. But yeah, you know, it's a case of, you know, using it for the thing that it's there for. It's there for YouTube, you know. Pixie says, don't worry, I didn't either. But, you know, I mean, that's why I've sort of had to do it as a closed group. It is visible, but you've got to be approved, etc. So that's why I did that, because, you know, we were getting like people joining the group, and, you know, 1, they didn't have a YouTube channel. 2, they thought it was some sort of a dating site, and, you know, they were messaging the ladies. So that's why I had to close the group down. Well, not close it down, but you know what I mean? I had to make it like a closed group, so only people that are part of the group can see the notifications. And sort of out, because of the problems, Facebook had said, well, you know, why don't you post 3 questions? I mean, the simple enough questions. The first one is, have you got a YouTube channel? Second one is, what is your reason for joining the group, and what do you expect to gain from the group? I mean, the 3 simple enough questions, you know, just answer them and you'll be approved. You know, you've got to be approved. But I mean, anybody can suggest the group to the friends, the relatives, or whatever, but it'll come up. They need our approval. Ruby says, could you send me the man's name my way? Oh dear. Well, only thing is, Ruby, he tended to message the younger ones. Now, why he messaged me, I don't know. But he tend to message the younger ladies, let's just say. I mean, I'm not saying you're old or anything. I mean, and I'm not young myself. So why message me? I don't know. I don't know.
Well, because you looked at your pictures.
But it were a case of I were getting messages from ladies saying this guy's messaged me. It's part of the group. Unwanted attention, let's just say. Yeah, I wish. You know what I mean? And same as I says, that's not the aim of the group. You know, I don't want men joining the group that think it's a dating site and proceeding to message all the ladies. It's there for a purpose, and that is I'm old, I'll lose 40 years in a few weeks. But you see, you know what I mean? On a serious note, that isn't the aim of the group. It's for people that have got YouTube channels. Yeah, you know, it's like Marie, she doesn't live stream or anything, but she's got a YouTube channel. Like Ruby Slippers. Ruby's got a YouTube channel. You know what I mean? It's my way of helping people. And the title, Jeanette's YouTube community. It's a way of bringing the community together, you know, watching other people's videos, gaining active views, supporters, etc. You know, and not a dating site. But if it occurs again, Ruby, I'm sure I'll send him your way. So you're changing your name to Christina, are you? Callum, turn the sound down, please. So sorry about that. Callum's watching the wrestling. But yeah, you know, that's just an outline on the group. I think we've got about 182 members now, haven't we? So yes, you know, there is larger groups out there, but you know, it's the sense of you know, as the name suggests, a community. You know, we all know each other. Yeah, like Equinox Photography posts funny videos or funny things, yeah, but that's who Equinox Photography is. You know, they don't do a lot of uploading, etc., but it's part of what we call the community, and that's why community is in the title. You know, I didn't want something where you know, have thousands and thousands of people joining. You don't know them people personally. Now, most of the people that are in the group I know on a personal level. You know, like Bella and Baz and Emma and Dennis and Crimson. You know, I like to think that I know them on a personal level. So yeah. So for anybody that's watching, you know, hi at 221. What's all that about? I know, that's what I were wondering.
No idea.
No idea. Still got the 10 viewers. I'm sat here waffling away to myself. So, oh, she's retracted it. It was a little bit, you know, didn't understand that one, Marie. So,
it was a mistake.
Did your keyboard run away with you? So yes, we had a. Oh, look who's here! Mrs. is here. Think I will go out with the drone. It's not looking like rain. How are you, Bella? Hope the kids have not run you too ragged. Hiya, Bars. Morning, just popping in to say hello, Mrs. P, sweetheart. Just on the way. Oh, went into town shopping, are you? You're buying next year's Christmas presents. Marie says, I don't understand it either. It's steaming. I'm up shops. It's steaming. Steaming? I don't quite understand that one. Yeah, you put it steaming. I'm up shop. I understand that you're up at the shop, Bella, but it's steaming. You know what I'm like. Oh, you see, it started off here, a bit damp and dismal. I mean, Pixie's just sort of like 5-10 minutes ago. Put the heating on, but it's not freezing as in freezing cold, you know what I mean? It's just, oh, she's going to do a pound shop all for her channel. Get you now. Got the famous mug Bella. So yes, will you be streaming? Will you wait till you get back home before you upload it, or are you going to upload it while you're at your daughter's, or? You know, I know why you like to get your vlogs up, you know, filmed in advance. Is it going to be one that you're going to film when you get home, or are you going to film it at your daughter's, or? Oh, you're back, but listening and editing, oh, is mine part 2. Yes, I did see that White Rose, you know, the mines and have
you done with coffee?
No, it's I've not quite drunk it all. There you go. Oh, you're going to make a vid you're going to make a video later, are you? And Pixie's just going to wash the pots. So we could talk about him now. But he has got his headphones on so he can hear what we're saying. So yes, they ended up watching the football on the television yesterday. I was going to go live, obviously, when they was at the match, but because they didn't end up going, I had to sit and endure the football because they insisted on putting it on the big telly. So, yeah, it's first time that they ain't gone in years, so just a slight mix up with the times, etc. But okay then, Bella, thanks for popping in, and hope you have a good time at the shops, and I'll look out for the video, because yes, it is Thursday, and Bella normally uploads on a Friday, so have a good time, and I'll look out for your video later, see what interesting things that you find at the shop. So yeah, is that it, Callum? Turn it off now then. Callum's just... Hey?
I'll not do that.
Oh, okay. Whatever. You're going to go in the bath then?
No.
So yes, I'll probably go on till about 1:45 and then shut it down. Same as I say, I'm hoping to do my lemon drizzle revisited later. So yeah, watch out for Bella's video going up later, and my vlog hopefully will be up sometime today. Pixie is hoping to get out on the drone, so he's hoping to go live via Facebook. So watch out for that as well. White Rose is editing a mine video, so do watch out for that on the Facebook page. So yeah, you know, I mean, 1 or 2 people that are in the chat have got videos coming out later. Mine is going to be the lemon drizzle revisited, a new take on the lemon drizzle. Instead of using lemons, I'm going to be using oranges for one, and on the set, I'm going to make 2, and on the second one, I'm going to be using limes. Oh, White Rose Adventure says he's almost at 300 subs, also starting a second channel that won't be as kid friendly. Beeping out all the bad words. You see, the thing is, I mean, occasionally when I'm doing my baking vlogs, sometimes things do go wrong, and I occasionally say SHIT, but I don't sort of thing, but obviously you can edit that bit out, which Mr. P often does. You know, I'm sort of a bit clumsy with my hand and everything, so I do drop things occasionally, and you know, the SHIT word comes out occasionally. So but when Mr. P, because Mr. P does the editing for me, obviously cuts that bit out. So I thought I had one at cats meowing to come in then. Right, guys, what I'm going to do, I've got the 9 viewers in. I do want to get the vlog done and everything. And which drizzle cake variety did Pixie and Callum prefer? I haven't actually done it yet, Ruby. That's what I'm going to do. I'm like Gordon Ramsay in the kitchen. I haven't actually done it yet, but I'm doing the 2 because it's like, to the lemon drizzle recipe, as everyone knows, right at the very beginning, the lemon drizzle was one of my very first vlogs I ever did, and it's been quite a popular, you know, we've met up in Birmingham. It's one of Pixie's favourites, and somebody says, well, because we're going into 2019, why don't you do the lemon drizzle revisited, but with a twist, use other citrus fruits. So I'm going to do one, replace the lemons with oranges, and the second one, I'm going to replace the lemons with limes. So yes, I'm going to shut it down. Look out for Pixie going live on Facebook. 2, look out for Bella's new shopping haul, and watch out for White Rose's Adventures mine video part 2, and also look out for my vlog. I don't know whether it'll be published later or whether Pixie will get it edited and everything for later. I don't know. So I don't know whether I'll be going live in the morning, being as I've gone live today. I don't know yet. I haven't made any plans as of yet. So thank you all for joining me. I hope you've had a wonderful Christmas, and I'm sure I'll see you before the new year. So it's bye for now. Bye.
Bye.